Good afternoon and welcome to the championship games of the Falcon Classic. First up, we have the Lady Bulldogs versus the Lady Falcons. Your starting lineups. For the Falcons, number 2, Paisley Smith. For the Bulldogs, number 3, Aubrey Young. Number 3 for the Falcons, Aaron Schwartfigger. Number 11 for the Bulldogs, Gabby Unruh. Number 23 for the Falcons, number 22 for the Falcons, I messed up again, sorry, Eva Schwartfigger. Number 23 for the Bulldogs, Grace Hendrickson. Number 40 for the Falcons, Hunter McMillan. Number 24 for the Bulldogs, Jorah Harbaugh. And number 42 for the Falcons, Kaylee Combs. And number 34 for the Bulldogs, McKenna Vogel. Good luck to both teams. Lady Falcons will start off with the ball. Eva Schwartfigger will pass into Paisley Smith. Paisley up at the top of the key. Passes inside to Combs and is called for a travel. Bulldogs will take the ball out of bounds. Number 3, Aubrey Young passes into Jorah Harbaugh. Harbaugh passes the ball to Hendrickson. Hendrickson passes it inside to Vogel. Vogel kicks it back out to Harbaugh. Harbaugh to Young. Young sweeps it over to the other side. Hendrickson gets trapped, passes it inside. Vogel looks to shoot, it's not there, drives in, kicks it out to Young. Young shoots the 3, and it's good. Smith bringing the ball down, passes to Combs. Combs is looking, kicks it out to Schwartfigger. Schwartfigger standing at the top of the key, swings it over to Smith, and it is tipped out of bounds by Hendrickson. It will be the Falcons' ball. Smith inbounds to Combs. Combs hands it off to Schwartfigger, and Schwartfigger is up at the top of the key, looking inside, setting up the offense, dumps it to McMillan. McMillan over to Smith. Smith goes up for the layup, and it's blocked by Gabby Unruh. Blocked out of bounds. It'll be the Falcons' ball. Schwartfigger inbounds it to Smith, and it's tipped by Hendrickson and handed off to Harbaugh, and Harbaugh goes to make the layup, and it's no good, and we have a fight for the ball. Jump ball called. It'll be the Bulldogs' ball. Hendrickson inbounds the ball to Unruh. Unruh takes a shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Eva Schwartfigger. Schwartfigger down at the top of the key, looking inside, swings it to McMillan. McMillan shoots a 2, and it's good. Young with the ball. Young goes up for a layup and is fouled on the shot. Young will go to the line shooting 2, and the foul is on number 22, Eva Schwartfigger. That is her first foul. Young's first free throw is good. Just over 6.5 minutes in the first quarter. Bulldogs looking to increase their lead by 3, and the second free throw is good. The Bulldogs are putting on the press. Eva passes to Smith. Smith to Combs. Combs is looking. Passes back to Shortfigure. Shortfigure at the top of the key, setting up the offense. Swings to McMillan. McMillan looks inside. It's not there. Hands it off to Smith. Smith looks inside, dribbles down the court. Back at the top of the key, over to McMillan. McMillan shoots a 2. No good. Rebounded by Young. Smith trying to get the ball. Young passes to Harbaugh. Harbaugh dumps it all the way down to Unruh, and it's tipped off by a couple Falcons. Falcons recover the ball. Smith bringing the ball down the court, up at the top of the key, looks inside, sets up the offense. Swings to Combs. Combs called for the walk before she could get the shot off. And a 30-second timeout called by the Falcons. Hendrickson will pass the ball into Harbaugh. Harbaugh comes down the court towards the top of the keys. Moving down the arc, passes it up to Unruh. Unruh to Hendrickson, and Hendrickson is called for a travel. The Bulldogs are setting up their press. Shortfigure's looking to inbound the ball. She's looking, gives it to McMillan. McMillan passes it back to Shortfigure. Shortfigure brings the ball down the court, dumps it over to Shortfigure. Shortfigure's looking inside, hands it off to Combs. Combs looks inside. It's not there. Swings it up to McMillan at the top of the key. She shoots the 3, and it's good. Falcons have tied the score. It is now 5-5 with just under 5.5 minutes left. Young passes over to Vogel. Vogel to Harbaugh. Back to Young. Back to Harbaugh. Harbaugh swings it over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson dumps it into the middle. And it's handoff to Vogel. Vogel goes for the reverse layup, and it's no good. Paisley Smith gets a hand on the ball. It almost gets tipped out of bounds, recovered by Young. Harbaugh goes for the drive, takes the shot, and it's no good. And Shortfigure touches the ball as it goes out of bounds. It'll be Bulldogs' ball. Ball is inbounded to Hendrickson. Hendrickson shoots the 3, and it's good. Combs inbounds to Smith, back to Combs. Combs brings the ball up the court. Hands it off to Shortfigure. Shortfigure is looking inside, calling over for help from Shortfigure. Shortfigure passes to Shortfigure. Shortfigure is looking to pass, passes to Combs. Combs trends it over to McMillan, back to Shortfigure. Shortfigure dumps it inside to Combs, but it's tipped by Vogel. Back out to to Shortfigure and recovered. Ball is kicked and recovered by Prairie. Hendrickson passes inside to Unruh, and it's good for 2. Smith passes the ball to Combs. Combs bringing the ball up the court. Combs gets trapped, passes to Shortfigure. Shortfigure's moving the ball around. Looks to drive, it's not there, kicks it out to McMillan. McMillan shoots the 3 and is called for a travel before the shot. Young to inbounds the ball to Cruz. Cruz coming down, sends it over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson is looking inside, it's not there, gives it back to Cruz. Cruz dumps it inside to Vogel. Vogel gets trapped, pressure brought on by the Falcons. Cruz hands it off to Young. Young sends it across over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson kicks it inside to Unruh, and it's thrown up, but no good. Paisley Smith gets the rebound. Smith sets up the offense. Passes the ball over to Combs. Combs is looking inside, and nothing is there. Hands it over to McMillan. McMillan hands it off to Smith. Smith dumps it inside to Schwartzfeger. Schwartzfeger looks to do layup. It's not there. Kicks out to Combs. Combs takes a jump shot. It's no good. The ball is rebounded by Cruz. Combs putting the pressure on Cruz and is called for a foul. That will be her first foul. White, Young, and another Bulldog have all checked in. White with the ball up at the top of the key, hands it off to Harbaugh. Harbaugh sends it across over to Cruz. Cruz looks to drive, dumps it out to Harbaugh. Harbaugh shoots the three, and it's good. Bulldog still putting the pressure on. Smith's looking to short figure, passes to short figure. Short figure sends it over to short figure. Short figure to Combs. Combs is looking, hands it off to short figure. Short figures dribbles down, passes to Smith. Smith lobs it up in the air into Combs, and it's tipped out of bounds by Unruh. Dusty Ryan and Carly Combs are checking in for Hunter McMillan and Aaron short figure. Short figure looking to inbounds the ball. Sends it up to the top of the key to Combs. Combs is looking inside, dumps it back over to short figure. Short figure shoots the three, and it is just short. Rebounded by Ryan. Ryan passes it to Smith. Smith kicks it out to short figure. Short figure's looking. It's not there. Dribbles down. Dumps it inside to Combs. Combs takes the power dribble and is fouled. And it looks like the foul was on the shot. Combs will shoot two. Foul's on number 45, Trinity Cruz, and that is her first foul. First free throw is good. Combs looking to put the score within 6. White brings the ball up the court, passes to Cruz. Cruz back to White. White looks inside. It's not there. Dumps it out to Harbaugh. Harbaugh sends it across to Cruz. Cruz drives inside. Shot is tipped. Combs with the rebound, and a foul is called. Foul is on number 11, Gabby Unruh, and that is her first foul. It's Falcons ball. Falcons inbound to Combs. Combs back to short figure. Short figure over to Smith. Smith back to short figure to Combs. Combs is getting into trouble. She dribbles out, hands it off to Ryan, and Ryan looks like is pushed out of bounds. And it'll be the Bulldogs ball. Full timeout called by the Falcons. Cruz inbounds the ball to White. White brings the ball down the court. Up the top key, passes over to Cruz. Cruz looks inside, dumps it into number 25, Bailey Young. And the ball is knocked out of bounds. It will be the Falcons' ball. Prairie still putting the press on. Short figure inbounds to Combs. Combs back to short figure. Short figure bringing it up the middle. Pass it over to Smith. Smith gets in a little trouble, hands it off to short figure. Short figure's getting a little trouble. She hands it off over to Combs. Combs loses her footing and is called for a travel. Cruz will inbound the ball to White. White will bring the ball down to the top of the key. White looks to drive. It's not there. Hands it to Vogel. Vogel looks inside, passes it back to White. White over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh looks to drive, sends it over to Cruz. And Cruz fouled on the floor. Foul will be on number 42, Kaylee Combs, and that is her second foul. McMillan is checking back in for Combs. Harbaugh with the ball. Goes up for the layup. It's no good. Foul on the shot. Harbaugh will go to the line shooting 2. The foul is on number 5 for the Falcons, Carly Combs, and that is her first foul. Harbaugh's first free throw is no good. Young is checking in for Cruz. Bulldogs looking to increase their lead by 1. The shot is up, and it's good. Schwartfeger with the ball. Swings over to McMillan, dumps it into Ryan. Ryan goes up for the layup, and it's tipped by Vogel. Vogel hands off to Harbaugh. Harbaugh gives it to White. White back to Harbaugh. Harbaugh looks to take the 3, sends it across over to Young. Young dumps it inside. Vogel gets the ball back, hands it to Young. Young to White. White over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh's looking inside, gives it to Vogel. Vogel looks inside. It's not there, and a foul is... Nope, a travel is called on the Bulldogs. 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Schwartfeger inbounds to Smith. Smith brings the ball down the court. Hands it over to Schwartfeger. Schwartfeger gets trapped. Gives it back to Smith. Smith's looking inside. It's not there. Kicks it back out to the top of the key to Schwartfeger. Schwartfeger looks to set up the offense. Gives the ball over to Smith. Smith brings it back up to the top of the key. Dumps it over to Combs. Combs inside to Smith. Smith goes up for the layup, and it's blocked by Vogel. Vogel with the block hands it off to White. White brings the ball down the court. Gives it to Young. Young looks inside. It's not there. Back to White. White over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh looking inside. It's not there. Hands it off to Vogel. Vogel looks inside. Kicks it back out to White. White shoots the open 3. And it is no good. Combs gets her hand on the ball. It's tipped over, and Schwartfeger with the rebound. 5 seconds left. Sends it to Smith. Smith goes. And that will conclude the first quarter. The score, Pretty Prairie Bulldogs 14, Fairfield Falcons 6. Falcons will start with the ball here at the start of the second quarter. Schwartfeger inbounds to Ryan. Ryan hands it back to Schwartfeger. Schwartfeger brings it up to the top of the key. McMillan with the screen. Schwartfeger looked to take the 3, but it wasn't there. Hands it off to Ryan. Ryan back to Schwartfeger. Schwartfeger the layup, and it's good. Harbaugh inbounds to Young, back to Harbaugh. Harbaugh sends it down to Hendrickson. Hendrickson gives it back to Harbaugh. Harbaugh over to Young. Young looks inside, sends it across over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson gives it off to Unruh. Unruh hands to Vogel. Vogel shoots the jump shot, and it's good for 2. Smith brings the ball down the court, tosses it to Ryan, and Ryan is called for a travel. It'll be the Bulldogs' ball. Aaron Schwartfigger is checking in for number 4, Dusty Ryan. Harbaugh with the ball, passes it back over to Young. Young back to Harbaugh at the top of the key, sends it over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson inside to Unruh. Unruh back to Harbaugh. Harbaugh to Young. Young to Vogel. Vogel sends it across to Harbaugh. Harbaugh looks to drive, dumps it out to Young. Young looks to take the 3. It's not there. Harbaugh with the ball, hands it inside, and it's picked off by Hunter McMillan. McMillan hands the ball off to Schwartfigger. Schwartfigger passes it down to Combs. Combs hands it off to McMillan. McMillan shoots the 3, and it's good. Harbaugh bringing the ball down the court, sends it over to Young. Young sends it across over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson looks inside. It's not there. Passes it over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh to Young. Young inside to Vogel. Vogel over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson gets a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Timeout is called. It'll be a 30-second timeout for the Bulldogs. Six and a half minutes left in the first half. The score is 16-11. Bulldogs up by 5. It's the Falcons' ball. Schwartfigger inbounds to McMillan. McMillan hands it off to Smith. Smith brings the ball down the court. Swings it over to Schwartfigger. Schwartfigger back to Smith. Smith takes the jump shot, and it's good for 2. Harbaugh will bring the ball down the court, hands it off to Young. Young passes it inside to Vogel. Vogel looks to drive, takes the floater. It's no good. Ball is rebounded by Hunter McMillan. McMillan hands it off to Schwartfigger, and Schwartfigger dumps it down to Combs. Combs loses the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Harbaugh to bring the ball up the court for the Bulldogs. Swings it over to Young. Young back to Harbaugh. Harbaugh over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson sends it across to Young. Young back to the top of the key to Harbaugh. Harbaugh shoots the 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Smith. Hendrickson putting pressure on Smith as she brings the ball down the court. Smith gets the ball all the way down. Sends it inside to McMillan. McMillan kicks it out to Schwartfigger. Schwartfigger is called for a travel before she can get the pass off. Cruz and White have checked back in for the Bulldogs. White will bring the ball down, hands it over to Cruz. Cruz is looking inside at Vogel, hands it off to Vogel. Vogel dumps it inside to Unruh. Unruh goes up for the layup, and it's good for 2. Smith with the ball. Hendrickson putting on the pressure. Schwartfigger sets the screen for Hendrickson and draws the foul. The foul will be on number 23, Grace Hankerson of the Bulldogs. Schwartfigger to inbound the ball. Gives it to Smith. Smith has some pressure on her. Dumps it over to Schwartfigger. Schwartfigger goes for a floater, and it's good for 2. White bringing the ball down the court. White hands it off to Cruz. Cruz looks to drive. It's not there. Dumps it over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson's looking inside. Smith applying pressure. Hendrickson gives to Unruh. Unruh inside to Vogel. Vogel for 2, and it's good. Smith bringing the ball down the court. Screen set up by McMillan. Smith dumps the ball to Combs. Combs is looking. Pressure's there. Gives it to Schwartfigger. Schwartfigger goes for the reverse layup. It's no good. And it is rebounded by Abigail White. White sends it over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson looks to take the 3. Smith is there to block the shot. Hendrickson passes it inside to Young, and the foul is called on the floor. Foul is going to be on number 22, Eva Schwartfigger, and that is her second foul. Kaylee Combs is checking back in for Aaron Schwartfigger. White with the ball at the top of the key. White sends it over to Cruz. Cruz looks inside. It's not there. Hands it back to White. White back to Cruz. Cruz inside to Unruh. Unruh sends it over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson back to Unruh. Unruh looks to take the jumper. It's not there. Dumps it inside to Vogel. Vogel gets trapped. Kicks it back out to White. White to Cruz. Cruz looks to drive. Takes the jump shot, and it is good for 2. Just under 4 minutes left in the half. Score is 22-15. Shortfigure is looking to inbound the ball. Gets it to Combs. Combs back to Shortfigure. Shortfigure brings the ball down the court. Looks to drive. Sends it over to Smith. Smith brings the ball towards the top of the key. Combs sets the screen up for Smith. Smith takes the 2. No good. And knocked out of bounds by Vogel. It'll be the Falcons' ball. Kenna Vogel is checked out, and Bailey Young for the Bulldogs is checked in. Smith with the ball. Going to the top of the key. Shortfigure looked to set up a screen for Smith. Smith dumped it inside to Combs. It's tipped back out. Smith recovers the ball. Smith is looking inside, asking for help. Hands the ball off to Combs, and it's picked off by Abigail White. White gives it to Hendrickson. Hendrickson gives it to Cruz for the layup, and it's no good. Rebounded by Young. Young puts the ball back up, and a foul is called. Young will go to the line shooting 2. The foul is on number 22, Eva Shortfigure, and that will be her 3rd foul. Number 1 for the Falcons, Yesenia Espinoza, will be checking in for Eva Shortfigure. First free throw is no good. Just over 3 minutes left in the half. Bulldogs are up 22-15, looking to increase that lead by 1. Second free throw is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Kaylee Combs. Combs hands it off to Espinoza. Espinoza swings it over to Smith. Smith brings the ball down the court. Falcons set up their offense. Smith passes the ball to Combs. Combs is looking inside and is called for a travel. White with the ball coming up down the court. White over to Cruz. Cruz looks to drive, takes the jump shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Combs. Combs goes to hand the ball to Smith, and it's tipped out of bounds by Hendrickson. It'll still be the Falcons' ball. Harbaugh and Vogel are checking back in for Unruh and Hendrickson. Bulldogs putting the pressure back on. Smith inbounds to Combs. Combs gives it back inside to Espinoza. Espinoza goes to pass to Smith. It's picked off by Harbaugh. Harbaugh puts up the layup, and it's good for 2. Smith dumps it into Combs. Combs back to Smith. Smith brings the ball down the court. It's getting pressured by 2 Bulldogs. Dumps it over to Combs. Combs looking inside. Gives it to Espinoza. Espinoza gets a hand on it, and it falls out of bounds. It'll be the Bulldogs' ball. Full timeout called by the Falcons. Just under 2.5 minutes left in the half. The Bulldogs are up 24-15. It'll be the Bulldogs' ball. Cruz will inbound the ball to White. White at the top of the key, passes it over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh looks inside to drive and is called for a travel before she can get the pass. To the Falcons' ball. Bulldogs still putting the pressure on. Smith is looking to inbound the ball, gives it to Combs. Combs over to Espinoza. Espinoza gets tapped, dumps it down to Combs. Combs loses it, gets a hand on it, throws it up, and it's recovered by Cruz. Cruz goes for the layup. It's no good. Harbaugh with the rebound for the layup, and it's good for 2. Smith inbounds the ball to Espinoza. Espinoza back to Smith. Smith brings the ball down the court at the top of the key, looking to drive, goes all the way up for 2, and it's no good. The ball is tipped out, rebounded by number 45, Trinity Cruz. Cruz drives the ball down the court and is fouled. Cruz will go to the line for 1-1. Foul is on number 1 for the Falcons, Yesenia Espinoza, and that is her first foul of the night. Cruz's first free throw is good. Bulldogs looking to increase their lead by 13. Second free throw is up, and it's good. Schwartfeger looking to inbounds the ball, gets it inside to try and get it to Combs. We got a foul on the floor. Foul will be on number 2 for the Bulldogs, Abigail White. That is her first foul. Combs inbounds this ball to Combs. Combs hands it off to Schwartfeger. Schwartfeger gets pressured by Harbaugh. Harbaugh dumps it over to Combs. Combs sends it back over to Schwartfeger. Schwartfeger to Schwartfeger. Schwartfeger up at the top of the key. Hunter McMillan signaling for the screen. McMillan sets the screen, and the ball is knocked out of bounds by number 34, McKenna Vogel of the Bulldogs. Falcons ball. Schwartfeger inbounds to Combs. Combs is looking inside. It's not there. Falcons trying to set up their offense. Combs over to Schwartfeger. Schwartfeger looks inside. Starts to drive, and a foul is called on the Falcons. And that will be on number 22, Eva Schwartfeger, and that is her 4th foul. Just over a minute left in the half. Harbaugh bringing the ball down the court. Passes it over to Cruz. Cruz looks inside. It's not there. Gives it over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh to Young. Young sends it across over to Cruz. Cruz inside to Vogel. Vogel looks inside. It's not there. Gives it off to Harbaugh. Harbaugh takes the shot. It's no good. Rebounded by number 25, Bailey Young. And a travel is called on Young. It'll be the Falcons ball with just under 1 minute left in the half. Combs gets the ball, hands it off to Schwartfeger. Schwartfeger gives it back to Combs. Combs looks over, dumps it to Smith. Smith at the top of the key, looking to set up the offense. Hands it over to Combs. Combs back inside to Smith. Smith up for the layup, and it's good for 2. 40 seconds left in the half. Harbaugh brings the ball down the court, hands it over to Vogel. Vogel's looking inside. Nobody's inside to get the ball. She picks it back over to Cruz. Cruz back to Harbaugh. Harbaugh sends it over to Young. Young shoots the 3, and it's good. 25 seconds left. Schwartfeger inbounds to Combs. Combs to Smith. Smith brings the ball down the court. Pulls it out, gets trapped. Dumps it inside to Combs. Combs goes up and is called for a travel before she can get the shot off. 15 seconds left in the half. Harbaugh with the ball. Sends it down to Cruz. Cruz looks to take the 3. It's not there. Kicks it back over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh to Young. Young's looking inside. Back to Harbaugh. Harbaugh sends it inside to Vogel. Vogel's looking inside. Kicks it out to Cruz. Cruz looks to drive. Gets trapped. Sends it over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh shoots the 3, and it is no good. And that will conclude the first half. Your score, Pretty Prairie Bulldogs 31, Fairfield Falcons 17. And we're back. The Bulldogs will start with the ball. Harbaugh has the ball up to the top of the key. He's looking inside. Swings it over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson looks inside. Passes the ball to Unruh, and 3-second lane violation is called on the Bulldogs. Smith bringing the ball down the court. Hands it off to Combs. Combs gets trapped. Is looking over. Gives the ball to Smith. Smith hands the ball over to Combs. Combs back inside to Smith. Smith gives it to Combs. Combs up for two, and it's good. Harbaugh brings the ball down, tosses it over to Young. Young drives inside, loses the ball. Foul is called. And the foul is on number 42, Kaylee Combs. That is her third foul, and Young will go to the line. Excuse me, that is her fourth foul. And Young will go to the line shooting 2. There's a correction. Combs only has 3 fouls, not 2. Second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Vogel. Vogel gets it out to Harbaugh. Harbaugh goes to the top of the key. Hands it over to Young. Young looks inside. It's not there. Back up to top. Over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson sends it across over to Young. Young shoots the 3, and it's short. Ball is knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. It'll be the Falcons' ball. Short finger inbounds to Combs. Combs over to Smith. Smith drives the ball all the way down, goes up for the layup, and it's good. Vogel inbounds to Harbaugh. Harbaugh sends it over to Young. Young brings it all the way down, puts the ball up. It's no good. Recovered by Aaron Shortfinger. Shortfinger with the ball, gives it off to Smith. Smith brings the ball down the court. Looking to set up the offense. Smith over to Combs. Combs back inside to Smith. Smith goes up, gives it over to Combs. Combs goes up for the layup, and it's good for 2. Harbaugh sends it down to Young. Young brings the ball down over to the short corner, passes it back up to Harbaugh. Harbaugh over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson into Vogel. Vogel looks to take the jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Hunter McMillan. McMillan over to Smith. Smith brings the ball down, looking inside. Not there. McMillan signals the screen for Smith. Smith goes around the screen, hands it over to Shortfinger. Shortfinger to McMillan. McMillan sends it over to Combs. Combs over to Smith. Smith looking inside. Shakes her head and starts to move the ball up towards the top of the key. Dumps it inside to Combs. Combs looks to take the layup. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Falcons, and it'll be the Bulldogs' ball. Number 2, Abigail White subbing in for Hendrickson. White with the ball coming down the court. Sends it over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh back to White. White over to Young. Young's looking inside. Gives it back to White. White over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh inside to Unruh. Unruh is looking to give to Vogel. It's not there. Gives it back out to Harbaugh. Harbaugh over to Young. Young looks to drive. Kicks it over to White. White sends it across over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh inside to Vogel. Vogel gets trapped inside. Kicks it back out to Harbaugh. Harbaugh up to White. White over to Young. Young shoots the 3, and it's no good. The ball's rebounded by the Bulldogs. White with the ball sends it over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh is looking inside, sends it out over to Unruh. Unruh dumps it inside to Vogel. Vogel looks to put it up. It's not there. Kicks it back to Unruh, and there's a foul called on the floor. Foul is going to be on number 40, Hunter McMillan, and that is her first foul of the day. White inbounds the ball over to Young. Young kicks it out to Unruh. Unruh looks to drive. It's not there. Kicks it out to Harbaugh. Harbaugh's wide open for the 3. Takes the 3, and it's good. Schwartfinger inbounds the ball over to Combs. Combs holds it for a second, then brings it down.
Combs over to Combs on the outside. Combs shoots the three, and it's no good. Rebounded by Young. Young gives it to White. White is looking inside. White gives it back to Harbar. Harbar looks to drive, tosses it over to White. White sends it across to Young. Young looks to drive, takes the jump shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by Carly Combs. Combs to Smith. Smith brings the ball down the court. Smith looking inside. Gives it to Combs. Combs looking inside. Dumps it over to Combs, and it's tapped by Vogel, and a foul is called. Foul will be on number 34, McKenna Vogel of the Bulldogs. And that will be her first foul of the day. Ryan checking in for the Falcons for Curly Combs. And Young has checked in for Vogel for the Bulldogs. Combs inbounds to McMillan. McMillan over to Smith. Smith looking inside. Brings the ball back towards the top of the key. Smith looking inside. Sends it over to Combs, and it's picked off by Unruh. Unruh gives it to Harbaugh. Harbaugh sends it down to Young. Young kicks it out to Young with the ball. Shoots it. And it's no good. Rebounded by Kaylee Combs. Combs sends it off to Smith. White putting the pressure on Smith. Smith gets the ball down the court, up at the top of the key. Smith signals, gives the ball to Ryan. Ryan looks over, gives it to Combs. Combs looking inside. Takes the shot. No good. Rebounded by White. White bringing the ball down the court. Sends it over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh takes the two. It's no good. Rebounded by Aaron Shortfigure. Shortfigure to Smith. Bulldogs still putting the pressure on. Smith waving her teammates off, bringing the ball down the court. Screen set up by Hunter McMillan. Smith takes the jump shot. It's short. Rebounded by White. White brings the ball down the court, looking down the court, looking to send it. It's no good. Takes it all the way. Kicks it out. And foul is called on the floor. Foul is on number 4, Dusty Ryan, and that is her first foul. Harbaugh gets the ball on the inbound, takes the three, it's no good, recovered by Cruz. Cruz gives it to White, White over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh inside to Hendrickson. Hendrickson takes the jump shot, it's no good. Ball is rebounded by Dusty Ryan. Ryan gives the ball to Smith. Smith gives the ball to McMillan. McMillan takes the shot, and it's no good. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. It'll be the Falcons' ball. Combs inbounds the ball to Smith. Harbaugh puts pressure on Smith. Harbaugh gets tripped off. Smith brings the ball inside, kicks it over to Combs. It's picked off by Harbaugh. Harbaugh drives the ball down the court, looks for the layup. He's fouled on the shot. The layup is no good. The foul should be on number 5, Carly Combs, and that will be her second foul of the day. Vogel and Young are getting ready to check back in for the Bulldogs. First free throw is up, and it is good. White and Young coming off. Bulldogs looking to increase their lead by 14. Second free throw is up, and it's short. Rebounded by Vogel. Vogel gets caught up and is fouled. Foul is on number 4, Dusty Ryan. That's her second foul. Young inbounds the ball to Harbaugh. Harbaugh looks inside. It's not there. Kicks over to Young. Young looks inside. Gives it to Vogel. Vogel takes the jump shot, and it's good for 2. Ryan brings the ball in. Gives it to Smith. Smith brings the ball down the court. Smith looking to drive. Pulls it out. Gives it to Combs. Combs looks inside. Gives it to Ryan. Ryan throws it up, and it is no good. Ball is tipped by the Bulldogs. Still the Falcons' ball. Combs will inbound the ball. Combs gives it to Combs. Combs looks to shoot the three. It's not there. Sends it across over to Schwartfager. It's over her head, and it is no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Bulldogs ball. Harbaugh gives the ball to Young. Back to Harbaugh. Harbaugh sends it over to Cruz. Cruz looks to take the three. It's not there. Drives. Kicks it over to Young. Young takes the shot. And it is no good. Rebounded by Vogel. Vogel kicks it out to Harbaugh. Harbaugh looks to shoot the three. Instead drives inside, takes the shot, and is fouled. Harbaugh will go to the line shooting 2. Foul is on number 2, Paisley Smith, and that will be her first foul.
First free throw is no good. Bulldogs looking to increase their score by 16.
Shot is up. And it is no good. Rebounded by Kaylee Combs. Bulldogs have taken the press off. Smith with the ball. Smith dumps it inside to Combs. Combs goes up for the layup, and it's good for 2. Harbaugh bringing the ball down the court. Sends it over to Cruz. Cruz looks to drive and is called for a jump ball. Will be the Falcons' ball. Schwartfager inbounds to Espinoza. Espinoza gives it to Combs. Combs is looking. Calls to set up the offense. Gives it over to Smith. Just under a minute left in the quarter. Smith gives the ball to Combs. Combs takes it inside and is called for a foul. The foul will be on the floor. Foul is going to be on number 45, Trinity Cruz, and that is her second foul. Abigail White is checking in for Cruz. Combs inbounds to Schwartfager. Schwartfager looks to take the jump shot. It's no good, and it is called for a double dribble. White bringing the ball down the court, hands it over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh is looking inside, gives it over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson dumps it across to number 1, Liz Graber. Vogel gets the ball, kicks it over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh dumps it inside, and it is knocked out of bounds by Vogel. It will be the Falcons' ball. Young checking in for Vogel. Espinoza with the ball. Goes to give it back to Schwartfager. It's picked off by Harbaugh. Harbaugh goes up for the layup. The layup is good and draws a foul. Harbaugh will go to the line shooting 1. Foul is going to be on number 3 for the Falcons, Erin Schwartfager. That is her first foul of the day. Combs inbounds the ball to Schwartfager. Schwartfager over to Combs. Combs looking to drive. Gives it to Smith. Smith takes the jump shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Graber. Graber gives the ball over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh dumps it over to White. White going down to the free throw extended. Gives it over to White. White inside to Young. Young sends it across over to White. White to Harbaugh. Harbaugh looks to take the three. It's not there. Drives. Dumps it inside, and it's picked off by Kaylee Combs. And that will conclude the third quarter. Your score, Pretty Prairie Bulldogs 41, Fairfield Falcons 25.
The Bulldogs will start with the ball here at the fourth quarter. Graber will inbound to White. White swings the ball over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh kicks it inside to Young. Young goes to give it to Unruh, and it's picked off by Combs. Combs give it over to Espinoza. Espinoza loses control of the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Hendrickson is checking in for Young for the Bulldogs. White with the ball at the top of the key. Looks to drive. It's not there. Kicks it out to Harbaugh. Harbaugh over to Graber. Graber inside to Hendrickson. Hendrickson to Unruh. Unruh loses it. Kicks it back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson takes the shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Kaylee Combs. Combs over to Espinoza. Espinoza gets caught up. Gives it to Combs. Combs looks to drive. Puts it up, and it's short. Rebounded by Harbaugh. Harbaugh dikes the ball down the court, looking to go all the way. Puts the layup up, and it's good for two. Smith inbounds to Espinoza. Espinoza sends it over to Combs. Combs gives it inside to Smith. Smith looks to drive. Makes the layup. The basket counts and will go to the line to shoot one more. Foul is on number 2 for the Bulldogs, Abigail White. That is her second foul, team's third foul. Free throw is up, and it's no good, and it's rebounded by Combs. Combs is going out of bounds, shows it inside, and it gets hit by Unruh. The ball will stay down here. It will be the Falcons' ball. Vogel is checked back in for the Bulldogs. Unruh is going off. 7 minutes left in the game. Smith inbounds to Combs. Combs gives it back to Smith. Smith brings the ball up to the top of the key. Pressure being brought on by Harbaugh. Smith sends it over to Schwartfeger. Schwartfeger gives it inside to Combs. Combs looks to shoot the layup, and it is no good. Picked off by Vogel. Vogel hands it off to White. White brings the ball to the top of the key. Swings it over to Graber. Graber's looking inside. Gives it back to White. White sends it over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh looking inside. Gives it inside to Vogel. Vogel looks to give it to Hendrickson. It's not there. Kicks it out to White. White over to Graber. Graber looks to drive. Kicks it over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh shoots the three, and it's good. Schwartfeger inbounds to Espinoza. Espinoza to Combs. Combs is kind of trapped up. Gives it over to Schwartfeger. Schwartfeger pulls it out. Gives it to Smith. Smith looks to drive. It's not there. Sets up the offense. Smith dribbles around to the other side of the three-point line. Gives it to Schwartfeger. Schwartfeger back to Smith. Smith looking inside, signaling at Combs. Smith brings it back around. Looks to give it inside to Combs. Gets it to Combs. Combs goes up for the layup and draws the foul on the shot. Combs will go to the line shooting 2. Foul is on number 34, McKenna Vogel, and that is her second foul. First free throw is no good. Hunter McMillan and Eva Schwartfeger have checked back in for the Falcons. Second free throw is up, and it's good. Your score now 46-28. Just under 6 minutes left in the game. Vogel with the ball, kicks it out over to the top at White. White swings over to Graber. Graber takes the three, and it is no good. It'll be the Falcons' ball. Bulldogs still in the press. Schwartfeger inbounds to Combs. Combs goes to send it over to McMillan, and there's a miscommunication, and the ball goes out of bounds. 30-second timeout called by the Falcons. Graber inbounds the ball to White. White sends it over to Cruz. Cruz over to White. White to Graber. Graber inside to number 14, Grace Webster. Vogel will rebound, and there's a foul on the floor. Vogel to shoot. Foul is on number 40, Hunter McMillan, and that is her second foul. Free throw is up, and it's no good, and rebounded by Combs. Combs gives it to Schwartfigger. Schwartfigger brings the ball down. Dumps it over to McMillan. McMillan to Schwartfigger. Schwartfigger up for the layup, and it's good for 2. Cruz inbounds to White. White brings the ball down the court. White gives it over to Cruz. Cruz back to White. White over to Graber. Graber's looking inside at Webster. Gives the ball to Webster. Webster looks for Vogel. Vogel's not open. Gives it to White. White over to Vogel. Vogel looks to give inside to Webster. It's not there. Gives it back to White. White looks to drive. Takes the jump shot, and it's no good. It's kicked out. Recovered by White. White throws it over to Graber. Graber looks inside. Graber drives. Dumps it over to Cruz. Cruz drives. Pulls it out. Schwartfigger applying the pressure. Cruz drives. Loses the ball. And jump ball is called. It will be the Falcons' ball. Just under 4.5 minutes left in the game. The score is 46-30. Schwartfigger inbounds to Combs. Combs gives it back to Schwartfigger. Schwartfigger brings the ball down the court. Schwartfigger at the top of the key. Shoots the 3, and it's short. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be the Bulldogs' ball. Number 11, Gabby Unruh checking in for McKenna Vogel of the Bulldogs. And Harbaugh is checked back in for Graber. Falcons putting the press on. Ball gets inbounded to Harbaugh. Harbaugh pulls it out, comes up to the middle, tosses it over to Cruz. Cruz looks to drive, takes the jump shot, and it is short. Rebounded by Kaylee Combs, assist by Hunter McMillan. Schwartfigger brings the ball down the court. Goes to set up the offense. Passes to McMillan. McMillan looks to pass. Hands it off to Schwartfigger. Schwartfigger looks to drive. Gives it over to Combs. Combs goes up for the layup, and it's good for 2. Harbaugh with the ball, bringing it down the court. Harbaugh looks to go all the way. Goes up for the layup, and no good. The ball is on the floor, and jump ball called. Be the Bulldogs' ball. White inbounds to Harbaugh. Harbaugh at the top of the key, looking inside. Harbaugh pulls the ball out, looking to set up their offense. Schwartfigger comes out to put the pressure on, gives it over to White. White looks to drive inside. It's not there, gives it back to Harbaugh. Harbaugh looks to take the 3. Passes it over to Cruz. Cruz looks for the 3. It's not there. Cruz looking to do something. Gives it over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh gets a little pressure from Eva Schwartfigger. Harbaugh out to White. White inside to Unruh. Unruh inside to Webster. And foul is called. Foul will be on number 3, Erin Schwartfigger. That is her second foul. Webster will go to the line shooting 1-1. Free throw is no good and is rebounded by Unruh, and Unruh is called for a travel. Bailey Young checking in for the Bulldogs for Unruh. Schwartfigger inbounds the ball over to Smith. Smith brings the ball down. Screen set up by Combs for Smith. Smith kicks it out to Schwartfigger. Schwartfigger comes up to the top of the key, gives it to Schwartfigger. Schwartfigger's looking inside, trying to set up the offense. Dumps it inside to McMillan. McMillan gets her hands on the ball, and a foul is called. Foul is on number 45, Trinity Cruz. That is her third foul. Just under 3 minutes left in the game. Schwartfigger inbounds to McMillan. McMillan looks. It's not there.
Hands it off to Shortfigure. Shortfigure looks to drive. Gets inside and gets tripped up and is called for a travel. White with the ball. White gives it over to Young. Young kicks it over to Harbaugh. Harbaugh up to White at the top of the key. White over to Cruz. Cruz looking inside. Gives it to Young. Young looking inside. Kicks it back out to Harbaugh. Harbaugh calls to set up the offense. Shortfigure goes to apply pressure. Trying to steal the ball. Harbaugh at the top of the key. Trying to set up the offense. Gives the ball over to Cruz. Cruz with the ball. Foul is called. Cruz will go to the line shooting 2. The foul is on number 22, Eva Shortfigure, and that is her 5th foul. First free throw is good. Second free throw is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Kaylee Combs. The score, 47-32, just under 2 minutes left in the game. Smith brings the ball down the court. Smith looks inside to give the ball to Combs, and Webster gets a hand on it. Foul is called. Be the Bulldogs' ball. The foul is called on number 42, Kaylee Combs, and that is her 4th foul. First free throw is good. Second free throw is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Young. Jump ball called. Falcons ball. Pugh inbounds the Shortfigure. Sorry, Smith inbounds the Shortfigure. Back to Smith. Smith hands the ball over to Espinoza. Espinoza dumps it inside to Shortfigure. Shortfigure to McMillan. McMillan to Combs. Combs goes up for the layup. Foul on the shot. Basket is no good. Combs will go to the line shooting 2. Foul is on number 1 for the Bulldogs, Liz Graber. And that is her first foul of the day. 6 team fouls. Combs' first free throw is good. Second free throw is up. No good. Rebounded by Young. Young gives the ball to Harbaugh. Harbaugh brings the ball down the court. Smith up at the top, ready to put the pressure on. Harbaugh over to Cruz. Cruz is looking. Brings the ball up to the top of the key. Shortfigure goes to steal. It's no good. Passes the ball to Young. Young hands it off to Harbaugh. Harbaugh with the ball. Harbaugh at the top of the key. Smith trying to get her hand on the ball. Harbaugh passes to Graber. Graber is looking inside. Yesenia Espinoza gets a hand on the ball, but it does nothing. Graber goes to pass the ball to Webster, but it is deflected by Kaylee Combs. And the ball is knocked out of bounds. Just under a minute left in the game. Graber to inbound the balls for the Bulldogs. She's looking. Gets it into Webster. Webster looks to take the layup and is called for a charge. Foul's on number 14, Grace Webster. That is her first foul, the team's 7th foul. 45 seconds left in the game. Smith bringing the ball down the court. Screen set up by Hunter McMillan. Smith passes to Combs and is fouled. Combs will go to the line, shooting 1-1. Fouls on number 14, Grace Webster. That is her second foul, the team's 8th foul. First free throw is up, and it's good. Free throw is up, and it's good. Smith draws the foul, or commits the foul on number 24, Harbaugh. Harbaugh will go to the line, shooting 2. That is Smith's second foul, the team's 12th. First free throw is up, and it is no good. Second free throw is up, and it's good. 40 seconds left in the game. Smith with the ball, bringing it down the court. Pressure brought on by Harbaugh. Smith looks to drive and is called for a travel. Graber looking to inbounds the ball to Harbaugh. Schwartfeger is there. Foul on the floor. Fouls on number 3, Erin Schwartfeger. It's her third foul. Harbaugh will shoot 2. First free throw is up, and it's good. Second free throw is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Hunter McMillan. McMillan goes to give the ball to Smith. Smith loses it, and it goes out of bounds. It will be the Bulldogs' ball with just under 30 seconds left in the game. Graber inbounds to Webster, gives it back to Graber. Graber up at the top of the key. Graber looking to give the ball off to Cruz. Cruz with the ball. Cruz looking to drive. Cruz passes to Harbaugh. Harbaugh with the ball, looking to run the clock out. Screen set up by Cruz. And that will conclude the game. The score, Pretty Prairie Bulldogs 50, Fairfield Falcons 35. Stay tuned for the men's game here in 15 minutes. Right now we will be presenting the Lady Bulldogs their championship plaque. Congratulations to the Bulldogs.